Hi and welcome back to Bedecked. I am Rebecca and Brian, but you can call me Beck. Today we have a shoe haul. I have a pile of 4 boxes here with 5 pairs of shoes and 1 bonus handbag. For someone who likes clothes so much, I don't do a lot of shoe shopping for various reasons. Sometimes I want to wear heels, but most of the time I want to wear flats. I feel like I have weirdly shaped feet. Like the toe box part is wide, but my heels are oddly narrow for the size. Like I can't wear slingbacks, heels slip off me, pretty much any style of shoe. So that's frustrating. But I wanted to find comfortable and chic looking shoes for mine and my husband's trip to Italy this summer. We're gonna be doing a lot of walking, and I've been doing a lot of research about what to wear when you go to Italy, because the weird thing about me is, well, maybe it's not weird, but I always I like to try to look like I belong. I don't like looking like a tourist. So if I can look passably European, that's what I'm going for. And I'm gonna be in Rome for a few days, so I want to be able to go into stores like Fendi and Dolce & Gabbana and Prada and Moschino and stuff like that, and not look like, and Versace and Valentino, and not look like I'm not supposed to be there. I'm on their turf, and I'm going to feel more comfortable if I can blend in a little bit and look like I belong there. What my goal is to find a comfortable pair of sandals, comfortable pair of sneakers, and then something dressier for dinners out, and something designer so I can look like I can afford designer stuff when I walk in, if I get the guts to walk into these designer boutiques. So I'm just gonna start from the top of these 4 boxes. I shopped at Nordstrom for the Birkenstocks. I keep reading good things about Birkenstocks. So I got Birkenstock sandals and sneakers. So I got those at Nordstrom, and then I got some fancier things at the RealReal. So those are all secondhand. First of all, this Birkenstock box, this isn't secondhand, and this Birkenstock box is just destroyed from Nordstrom. So that's very strange. So I'm just gonna open them and then I'll try them on a little bit. This is a size 41. I don't have the prices accessible right now, but I'll pop up the prices as I'm showing these. So just like a leather white sneaker. I think most of these are European sizing. So a 41 is, depending on the size chart, somewhere between a 10 and 11. And that's where my feet range go. So those are the Birkenstocks. I wonder if someone did return these. They look a little worn on the bottom too. Whatever. Bend is the style name. Okay, so these are the Birkenstock sneakers. They have potential. They kind of have a weird toe box shape, and they are tight still in this area. So I don't know. I have seen ads for like wide toe box sneakers that aren't wide in the back, so maybe I should just try those. Okay, so that's the Birkenstocks. We'll show you the other Birkenstocks first, then we'll go into the fancy ones. Look at this. They sent this huge box for this tiny shoe box. Look at this. I could have gotten like all 5 of my shoes in there, I think. All right, this box is looking a lot more promising. This is also a 41 European, which is, this one says it's a 10. The RealReal says 41 is an 11. So those shoes are gonna be a lot more interesting size-wise. These do look brand spanking new. I was going back and forth about what style Birkenstock sandal I wanted to try, because I think the classic ones, what are they called, Arizonas, have like the 2 bands in the front. And I have big enough feet already. I don't need my feet to look big and bulky. So I went with this style because it was a little daintier. I don't know about the toe thing though, but they get really good reviews. So we'll see. What's this style called? Mayari? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, sorry. So as I understand it, the benefit of Birkenstocks is that they form to your feet, and the toe thing actually isn't bugging me as much as I thought it would. And I do think these would stay on my feet, but there's a weird ridge under the toes, like right here. You can't see that, right here under the toes. Under the toes that I'm assuming gets softer over time, but as I'm walking on it, it just feels kind of hard. So I don't know if that's the style or if that's like the style of this particular Birkenstock or if it's a Birkenstock thing always, but I could see these having potential. I like the thinner style of the straps, but I don't know that I like it any more than the traditional Arizona thicker straps. So maybe I should try the traditional version. By the way, I do have a pair of Birkenstock knockoffs from LL Bean, and those might be fine too. All right, so those were the two Birkenstock ones. Let's see what I have from the RealReal. Okay, so these were the cheapest ones. I think these will be, I don't know, 40 bucks or something like that. These are by Donald J Pliner. So these are just some cork looking espadrilles with the braided woven fabric on the, or straw on the side or whatever. So I really wanted an espadrille for my night dinners out look. So peep toe, I don't know, I thought it just looked, the heel height was reasonable, which I really liked. It was hard finding a reasonable and cute shoe. So yeah, that's looking pretty promising. And then there's a straw in the middle there. So that's looking pretty promising. We'll see how that goes. But honestly, they're falling off my feet, and they don't do it consistently, but they do it enough that if I'm like rushing to or from dinner, I think it would drive me crazy. I don't know though, they're so cute and so in line with something I would wear to work that I might just keep them for in the work for summer where, you know, I don't have to walk very much anyway. But for my trip, I really don't think they're gonna work. And they pinch in this toe, just this right front toe, they're pinchy. So why? Why? And then get to the fancier things. This box is from Chloe, which is not an Italian designer. Well, I'm pretty sure Chloe is a French brand. The shoes do say made in Italy on the bottom. The reason I got the other ones is because they were a reasonable heel height. This is not a reasonable heel height. I think that's 5 inches tall. It is ridiculously tall, and I think I'm gonna be uncomfortable with it. But they were too, you know, too cute not to try for the price. These are a 40.5 size. The bottom looks a little small, so we'll see how it goes. They're in really good condition though, just a few scuff marks. But yeah, I'm nervous about the heel height, but the wedge should help. So let's see. Okay, so these are the Chloe ones. They are very tall, but the wedge makes them very easy to walk in. Like every other shoe, they slip off my heel just the slightest bit when I walk, and they are a little tight in the toe. And you can see them with the right foot. My toes are off the front a little bit. So if I didn't have to walk far, they might be okay, but I don't know. They're very tall. And these were final sale, so I would have to resell them. I could not return them. So I'm gonna have to think about that. It does kind of drive me crazy how they're slipping off my heel. See? Are they on the tightest? They're not on the tightest yet, so maybe if I tighten them, they'd be okay. Next one. Okay, so the last box has the last pair of shoes and the bonus bag. I wanted to get something from Italian designers. So we have Fendi, and I'm pretty sure I want to go in the Fendi store, so this is a good find. It's got a very reasonable heel height. It is a 41, obviously made in Italy. So I don't know, we'll check the size. It might be too big, But we have these, also from the RealReal. These look like just excellent condition. I mean, the bottom is scuffed up, but that's about it. Okay, so here are the size 41 Fendis. Definitely have more room in these. Well, they're half size bigger. They don't slip off my heel quite as much. Just slightly, but the design of the shoe kind of does keep them on my feet pretty well. I think they would be comfortable enough walking to dinner, and the taupe and the white would make them match pretty much any outfit I had. And then I've heard that in these luxury boutiques, they do judge you by the handbag you're carrying. So I got a little Salvatore Ferragamo crossbody bag, which is really cute and really good condition as well. I decided to go with brown for everything. So I was going back and forth about whether I wanted to do black or brown. I decided everything would match brown. So that'll be cute. There's a little scratch on the back, which I saw in the picture, but you know, I got it for really cheap, so I'm not complaining. And then here is the Salvatore Ferragamo, which by the way, I know the company name is Ferragamo now, but I think this is an older one. Salvatore Ferragamo crossbody bag, which the size is great. I think it's actually more of a shoulder bag, which is fine. Might be a little frustrating for traveling, but it looks better lengthwise as a shoulder bag. But I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have my stuff like right here. And there's plenty of room in there and everything. So it's a snap closure and one zipper pocket in there. So I think it would be fine, actually pretty good for traveling. So yeah, I think the bag works. I just am recording this on my phone because it's easier. And by the way, if you have seen the henna I've been sporting throughout this episode, my kids are in a production of the Lion King Jr. right now. So I am supporting them with some henna from my friend Barbara, who you met on the show before. Here, let me flip my camera around. Because of that, I've been doing cat eye all week. I've been doing cat eyes on both my daughters all week, and I am cat-eyed out. But of course, then I decided to do a cat eye on myself today because, I don't know, it's like automatic now. So, I mean, this haul wasn't quite as successful as I wanted and hoped it would be, but I'm gonna have to kind of reevaluate what I want to keep. I'm not sold on the Birkenstock sneakers. I think I can get more comfortable sneakers for the price, and I think before I commit to the sandals, I'd want to try another pair of Birkenstock sandals style, or maybe just stick with the LLB knockoffs I have, and that'll be fine. I would definitely shop at the RealReal again. The Fendi sandals and the Ferragamo bag came from Europe, so those took longer to get here, and I was starting to worry if they were going to get here in time, but they did. The other stuff shipped real quick, so that was great. I will say there was stuff I was watching that disappeared that I was bummed about. So you sometimes do have to act quickly, which I don't love having to be reactive. There was a gray Moschino bag I missed out on that I wanted, and some Vince espadrilles that I think might have been perfect that I missed out on too. So you kind of have to be quick about these things if you really want it. But it was a fun shopping experience. Yeah, check out the RealReal, not sponsored, if that wasn't clear. And I will continue to be on the hunt for shoes to wear to my Italy trip. And I'm sure I'll do a packing video for that when the time comes, so stay tuned for that. Definitely subscribe down below and hit the post notifications so you can be alerted right away when new stuff gets posted. And if you enjoyed this video, like it too. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode of The Deck. Tune in next week for whatever topic or book I decide to deck out next. Bye!